The rotor blades whipped the air above, a frantic beat against the silence of the approaching storm. Below, the once idyllic island of Altis sprawled, a tapestry of lush green hills and azure coastline now marred by the grime of chaos. Smoke billowed skyward from the heart of what was once Kavala, now a smoldering husk of its former self. We were flying into hell, and I, for one, wasn't sure we'd be coming back. As the helicopter dipped lower, the true horror of Altis revealed itself. Hordes of the undead roamed the streets below, their moans a chilling symphony carried on the wind. These weren't the shambling, decaying corpses of Hollywood fiction. These were fresh, fast and hungry, their eyes burning with a primal hunger that chilled me to the bone. Even from this distance, the stench of decay was overpowering, a miasma of rotting flesh and stale fear. It was a smell I knew well, a smell that had permeated my life since this nightmare began. It was the smell of death, and it hung heavy in the air, a grim prelude to the carnage that awaited us below. Our mission was simple: establish a safe zone, a beacon of hope in this ravaged land. Extract as many civilians as possible. The reality, however, was far more complicated. Altis wasn't just overrun by the undead, it was caught in a three-way war, a chaotic struggle for survival between the Infested, the German occupation force, and a contingent of US Marines caught in the middle. We were walking into a hornet's nest, outnumbered and outgunned. Our only advantage, surprise, and the unwavering belief that humanity, even in the face of such overwhelming darkness, was worth fighting for. The Germans, entrenched in their bunkers, were the most immediate threat. Their iron grip on the island had tightened with the outbreak, their brutal efficiency a double-edged sword that cut down the living and the dead with equal ease. The Marines, once hailed as liberators, were now a shadow of their former selves, depleted and demoralized, their resources stretched thin. Fear, a cold fist, clenched around my heart. Not fear for myself, though death seemed a near certainty on this forsaken island. No, my fear was for the civilians, trapped in this living nightmare, their cries for help lost in the cacophony of chaos. It was their faces I saw in my mind's eye, their hope, flickering but not extinguished, that fueled my resolve. They were the reason we were here, the reason we had to succeed. The stakes had never been higher. Failure wasn't an option. It wasn't just about reclaiming a piece of land, it was about reclaiming our humanity. With each passing moment, the weight of their lives pressed down on me, a burden shared by every soldier on this helicopter. We were their shield, their last bastion of hope, and we would not falter, not while a single breath remained in our bodies. The helicopter touched down on the outskirts of a deserted village, the silence broken only by the whirring of the rotors and the distant moans of the undead. We fanned out, weapons at the ready, our senses on high alert. Every shadow held a potential threat, every rustle of leaves a possible harbinger of doom. But even amidst the fear and uncertainty, a flicker of hope remained. We were here. We were fighting back, and we would not be deterred, not while even a glimmer of hope remained for the people of Altis. The road ahead would be long and fraught with danger, but we would persevere. For the innocent lives trapped in this nightmare, for the future of humanity itself, we would fight, we would endure, we would prevail.